Any kind of a plan for your pitching rotation for the weekend with Asa being out?
We have Chris Weber will go game 1 for us. John Doxakis game 2, keep him on his normal rest, and Christian Rowe will go game 3 for us on Saturday.
How big a loss is it to not be able to have Asa out there for the weekend that has so much on the line?
Well, it's certainly a big loss, but it is what it is, and we've got a very deep and talented pitching staff, and it's an opportunity for the next guy to, step in there and go do what he's capable of doing.
From your perspective, what happened with the situation with Asa, and what did it merit the call or the ejection?
Well, that's the umpire's decision, and he had something to say on a call, and the umpire made his decision, and it is what it is. I mean, so that's something that we're going to live with and move forward from. And
is there any kind of appeals process or anything like that y'all could go through?
There is no appeal process. He's suspended for 4 games, and he'll be able to come back and throw in the first game of the conference tournament.
You got a lot on the line with Arkansas coming to town this weekend, number 4 in the country. What do you guys have to do to keep this momentum going after taking 2 or 3 in a row?
Well, we're certainly going to have to slow down their offense. They've been on a tear for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and they are very left-handed dominant as far as their lineup goes. Feel like that matches up well with our pitching staff, and if we can slow them down and get things on track offensively, like our chances. We're certainly played well at home and need to do well this weekend. The opportunity to host is still there, and we have a great weekend. I feel like we've got a shot to do that, so we do need to make sure that we're ready to go and prepared to go play our very best this weekend against Arkansas.
You guys talk about that at all? The potential of hosting a regional?
Well, certainly so. Our guys they're into it and understand what's going on across the country in the scope of college baseball and where we stand in the rankings, and from an RPI standpoint, from a conference standpoint, and it's all right there before us. We still don't need anybody's help. We need to go take care of ourselves.
The season was to end today. You think you guys would grab one?
I don't know that we would. Our RPI just continues to kind of creep up, which is a nice thing. But I would feel a lot better about going and winning a series this weekend, about saying that we're going to have a great chance to host.
Does it help that it's at home?
Certainly does. I mean, Arkansas plays really well at home, and I'm glad this series is here, and we've got our fans here. It's definite home field advantage.
How much have you had the chance to look at, if at all, to start the quarter half of the Astros on Sunday?
Not an awful lot. I saw his line, and you just think about, and I actually texted Corbin this, all that goes into somebody being called up to the major leagues, and all the distractions with friends and family and wanting to support you and be there for you. Throw in the fact that it's Mother's Day, number 1. Number 2, you got called up for your hometown team. Number 3, you're playing the in-state rival. I mean, there couldn't have been more pressure on that kid, and for him to go out and throw like that, I couldn't be more proud of him.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he took your number. What does it mean for you to see that on the field?
Well, I would bet they just handed him a number. He didn't get much of a choice being called up, but certainly kind of neat to see him in number 29 and to go out there and perform well. At least he may want to keep it another week.
What does that say about the program when you've got guys, I don't know if Mangden's up right now, but when you've got guys like Waka and Martin that are in the majors? I mean, what does that say about the program and building pitchers here? Well,
I'm awful proud of those guys. They were great stewards of our program and certainly impact pitchers for us here. And to see those guys move on and realize another dream along their journey is pretty special to be a part of that.
Does it surprise you at all that Lacy, with the kind of his cool demeanor, cool composure, was the first guy to get tossed?
Yeah, it does. I mean, it surprised me. He's an incredibly well respected kid. He's very respective as well, and for that to happen, and there's nobody that's more brokenhearted about it than Asa Lacy.
Can you remember the last time you had a player get tossed?
It was at Pepperdine in 2015 or 16. JB Moss had to sit out a game because of that, and that was the last time.
And what is it about Weber and Roa that have stood out that they got the nod to you?
Well, obviously Roa's been in our rotation. That's an easy call, but Chris Weber's been as hot as anybody that we've had on the mound the last 7 or 8 weeks, and he gives us a chance every time he takes the field, and he certainly will on Thursday.
Is it pretty fitting that you're going up against Dave Van Horn at the very end of the season here?
Well, it seems like we catch him the last weekend of the year every year, and certainly wouldn't be where I'm at today without Coach Van Horn. And he and his wife and daughters have been lifelong family friends of ours, and it'll be good to see him. But I think we both got to the point when the bell rings, it's all about the games and doing whatever you can do to help your team best win the game.
Facing him, how much more desire to win goes into this weekend?
I don't think any more than if somebody I didn't know was in the other dugout. That's how bad we want to win the game. So and the series, it's incredibly important for our program, and getting to play at home in the postseason is very important. So that's our priority. I don't care who's in the other dugout.
Arkansas's got some pretty good bats, but what do you see from their pitching staff?
Well, they've got a true number one in Campbell. I mean, he's 9-1 on the year and been very good. I think they've got some things ironed out the rest of the rotation, and they've got a Team USA closer in Matt Cronin that can wipe you out with a 93, 96 mile an hour fastball being left-handed, and so we need to make sure that he doesn't have an opportunity to get in the game late, and that means we have the lead.